Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Good evening, Professor Moyo. I just have a couple of issues that I need you to share with us in terms of your thoughts. First and foremost, there is a school of thought which says that the current set of problems, I'll put them, that you are facing, where you are being probed for many things, is the statement by the family, the left family, which says that there was a request that was put forward to say, can you allow us to, during the Gukurahundi era, the school of thought suggests that there are people who were afraid of the effect of that request. If it was granted, you have 20,000 other requests. The number is hypothetical. Then rebury our relatives, which then creates a very big problem. So the best way to deal with that was to then silence you by bringing up these cases that there is corruption and all these investigations where Goodson Nguni is having a field day. Secondly, how would you respond to a question where one asks you, how do you see the post-President Mugabe era in the event that something happens while he is in office, given the confusion and chaos that we've alluded to with regards to the loyalist and suppression issue, and where does the military lie in that kind of argument?
Because there are people people with cameras, I'm going to stand up, and when I'm answering, because some of the people who ask the questions are now seated and they won't see me and I won't see them. But of course I can see you even if I say down. Is there a connection between the request that my family made or was reported to have made in some sections of the media for the reburial of my father, and the reaction of some people and so forth? Well, I don't know. I don't have any empirical information or evidence to suggest that this is the case. And in any event, this is current history. When you deal with such issues, some evidence, if you want, comes to the fore in the fullness or passage of time. But I think the real important aspect of your question to address is whether anybody thought if the request had been granted, it would have opened the floodgates. And if so, whether such floodgates would be a bad thing and so forth. I think this is what we must address. As far as I'm aware, Vice President Paul is in charge of the National Peace and Reconciliation Commission, if you want to be narrow, but say policy and regime, if you want to be accurate. And he has clearly indicated that this is an issue that not only should be addressed, but will actually be addressed. It is unreasonable and unacceptable that anyone can take the view that people should not rebury their loved ones. It's unreasonable. and it's not sustainable. It's an example. If you keep telling people to do that, they will do it. I think when people ask you, they are showing respect, and it is important to reciprocate that respect. And saying no, you can't, you won't, is not respectful. And this is not what Vice President Papa has said. He said it will be done. It is to be done in an orderly way, and they are working out the process for doing it. And as far as I am concerned, in a personal way, as an affected Zimbabwean, I am satisfied with that position. And I just hope that what the Honorable Vice President has said will happen as soon as possible, because it should be done. And for a number of these communities, including us, you see the shallow graves. They are not hidden. It's not like a place you don't know. We just think it's proper, it's African to bring him home to his home state, bury him there where the rest of the ancestors are. And that's not asking for anything from anyone. It's really just doing the right thing. So to me, that's what is important. I think the suggestion that there are unlimited numbers of people affected is not true. It's empirically not true. So those who know, they need to be assisted. There needs to be a legislative framework for doing this. And I'm very confident that with the leadership that Vice President Gukurahundi has shown, it will be done. That's why I'm not worried about the other stuff. I'm not worried about it because I don't know. But even if it were true that some people are reacting like that because of when the matter came, it's not as if the family, upon being told that there is a process and they should use that process, somehow didn't accept. No, that is not the problem. But there will never be a shortage of crazy people, mad people, cruel people, and it's not for me to account for their behavior. They should, everyone, the favorite phrase I'm told I'm responsible for is carry your own cross. I'm happy to carry mine, let them carry their own cross. And so I really think that the aspect then relating to whether all this is a background to some current confusion and so forth, I actually thought I was helping explain what some see as a current confusion. I even said toward the end, successionists never win. If you say they are successionists and then you threaten, as you often do, you guys, when you write your stories, successionists have the army behind them and so forth, and then you say they are dealing with the G40. Obviously, G40, if it's two people, has no chance against this. Well, captured state institutions. I mean, I think it is, Richard there wants to take issue about the numbers, but in point of fact, two people against a group are up against really some serious, challenge, especially if that group is also armed and dangerous, But if you understand that it's actually about the loyalists who are the majority, then you must also understand that vis-a-vis the successionists, these loyalists are a formidable group that cannot be defeated by, the people shall always govern. Make no mistake about this. Anybody who thinks that they can rule anything, any country without the people is joking. You can't fight against the people. The majority of the people. The spirit of the nation is the people. So I don't see the confusion that you're talking about. I see the desperation. But I want to repeat, the archives and the history has no example of victorious successionism. So, it is, I think that one of the reasons why some of us are very happy and comfortable about the future of our country is because we know that the spirit of the people in this country going back to the liberation struggle is very strong. No individual will ever run away with it. It will never happen.